Welcome to Work the Room, the 40-second intro. Work the Room is my philosophy for better business networking. It is a strategy that drives my business, and I share this with my contacts to drive their businesses too. The Work the Room structure allows me to follow a simple roadmap, but it all falls apart when you consider the 40-second slot. You see, within most of your networking, you're talking one-to-one. When conversing with groups, this is during the rapport phase, and creating rapport within a group situation is not a problem. But the 40-second slot can be one blatant plug, appeal for help, or sales pitch, which can go against everything. The biggest challenge being that you're presenting to a large, mostly uninterested group. They're devouring their own breakfast and thinking about what they will say when it is their turn. So look around the room and you will find people I have never met before. For them, this could be their first impression of you. People I've only met at this location. So they will have shared with you a time, but that may be 2 weeks or more ago. People I've met at other locations. You may have been standing with them the morning before. People I've shared a chat with, maybe over coffee, and built some basic rapport. People I have shared a one-to-one with, so they have spent at least 10 minutes of quality time talking with you in some detail. People I have regular contact with through emails or reading your blog, etc. And people I have done business with, who will support you when you deliver them some well-crafted requests. But what about any competitor in the room? What is their reaction? And is there an issue you'd rather they didn't hear? In fact, there can be people at every stage of the business relationship process in the room at the same time. And yet, you've only one message you can deliver to them all. So you need to decide, who will you target from this group? And what results or actions do you want from them and from you? What will others who you do not target think? Will they be interested, or will they feel left out? And who will remember you against that person sitting next to you? Your first and biggest problem is to be remembered in the next 5 minutes. So let's look at some possible scenarios for you to consider. Maybe you're looking for today's one-to-ones. After all, this is the main implied reason for pitching your 40 seconds in the first place. You will need to tell me who you want to meet with. If you're targeting me, I need to know what's in it for me. So what will we talk about? What will I get out of this? Where is the value to me that will prompt me to use one of my 3 precious one-to-ones for you? Can you offer me something I can only get by speaking with you today? Now, you may be looking for your referrals, in which case you need to tell me what type of referrals and remind me why I should make the effort to help you. The best way to do this is to give an example of a previous referral. That demonstrates your skill with a real example. It proves you've already been referred before and gives that warm feeling and reduces the perceived risk in putting your name forward. Now, don't miss any low-hanging fruit. It can happen there is somebody in the room who needs your service today. So don't make your offerings too vague and make it clear what you do. I can find people coming up to me to explain why they will not be purchasing from me today. Well, this is fantastic news because I never directly asked them to buy anything from me. They are actually saying, John, please solve this issue so I can buy from you. Now, it may be a person you have never met before today. It could just as easily be someone who is ready to buy from you now. For most of us, it will take numerous meetings and 40-second slots for many people to accept us in the room and look at us and our products and services. This is where the majority of your audience will actually reside. Remember that people buy from people they like, and this can take time to build the trust. The greater part of your target market may not know that they need or can benefit from your goods and services until you're able to tell them. So in the meantime, you need to make yourself the guru in your field. You want people to approach you when they need your help, or they see a need with which you are associated. Give hints, ideas and challenges from your industry and make it easy for them to follow you up. Most people should vary what they say. Look at the audience and consider how many people have heard what you said last time. Will telling them the same thing again reinforce or push them away? Will they remember or turn off? Of course you can give the same message, but why not deliver it in a different way? Change the phrases you use, include different examples, different leads in. Just retain perhaps your closing catchphrase. Now if you have the confidence to leave out the punchline, then not only will you be brave, but you'll have lots of fun. Tell a story, give a problem and explain the situation, but leave off the punchline or the final solution. Those interested will soon come to you. Eager ones have been known to blurt out the required reply. However, I do not suggest you do this every time, as it can be annoying after a while. For those that connect, it does create the need to be spoken to. Those who do not connect will find it very annoying. Now let me introduce to you the mighty Colin. Now all Colin does is clean carpets, so that may not strike you as a success story for 40-second slots, but actually he does very well from this. What Colin does is tell a story about something that happened to him the previous week. So this shows the type of work he does and how good he is at it. People look forwards, sometimes with dread, when you consider the subject of dirty carpets, but they will listen to his every word. John Dolden of Utilities Warehouse has recently used the Best Buy tables for a recent Which report to show the value in his offering. So this gives him credibility and effectively an immediate reference. My last thought on this could possibly undo all I've already said. I assume you're going to attend many meetings over the year and therefore have lots of 40-second slots in front of many of the same people many times, even if they do not hear every single one you present to them. So why not look at your 40-second pitch as one in a series? This opens up a whole new series of opportunities for you to bring bigger messages to your audience over time. Please remember that not everybody will listen, but if you can have half the audience following you, you can be pleased. So don't be too clever and kiss test every presentation. Keep it simple, stupid. Ever followed up a 40-second slot? No? But why not? Of course, following up everybody at all events is frowned upon. But you may not want to follow up everyone, just a few targeted people, after you presented something relevant to them. Maybe you will let them know that you regret not having that one-to-one with them, and suggesting you arrange it at the next meeting, or offer them another source for the information with which you were speaking. In conclusion, I remind you to read my blog, which is often linked to my own personal 40-second slots. There will also be information on this and other subjects available to the WorktheRoom members, so please make sure you're signed up. Now go, plan your campaigns, and I look forward to hearing them. Thank you.